You're listening to the Phatcast, live from the studio with Colin Reynolds.
Here we go again. Same old feeling creeping in, like a noose around my throat and a weight on my chest. Oh, my muscle memory won't let me forget. Here we go again. Oh, I keep treading water, but now I'm sinking. Everything I've done and all I've achieved is all raining down like dust around me. Oh, is there anybody out there? I need a connection somewhere I fit in. 'Cause right now I don't feel at home in my own skin. Can I please call you my friend? Can I call you my friend? Here we go again. Oh, the tide's going out and I'm exposed bare. Oh, my deepest sediments out in the open air. Is there anybody out there, someone who cares? Is there anybody out there? I need a connection somewhere I fit in. 'Cause right now I don't feel at home in my own skin. Can I please call you my friend? Can I call you my friend? Here we go again. Got a deal in my head telling me to give in. No, I can't decide and I'm filled with doubt. Oh, won't you batten down with me and ride this one out? Is there anybody out there? I need a connection somewhere I fit in. Right now I don't feel at home in my own skin. Can I please call you my friend? Can I call you my friend? Here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go again.
Hello, everybody. You're listening to the Phatcast with Colin Reynolds, and my special guest for today is Ms. Teresa Dixon.
Hi.
Hey. Now, Teresa has been playing a lot of gigs for a long time, and she's got How many gigs you got booked in right now? Like 50?
No, not 50. No, but yeah.
There's lots. Have a look at the site later, and you'll see. So tell me a little bit about this most recent album.
Mm-hmm. I've been recording it over the duration of 2021, slowly and surely chipping away at it with Jethro Pickett down at his studio in the Huon Valley. Yeah, and it's finally done, and I'm right now currently waiting for my CDs to arrive, so it's pretty exciting.
Oh, literally in the mail.
Yeah.
That'll only take 20 weeks.
Yeah, well, yeah. We'll see. I'm really praying to God I get them before Christmas, but we'll see what happens.
I ordered myself some shirts from a company in town.
Yeah.
and that took like 4 weeks.
Just better off going to get them yourself.
Absolutely. Or I think they had to get them from interstate because they didn't have my size, of course. Actually, clothing shopping as a big guy is a nightmare. I won't get into that. Anyway, so you play a number of instruments.
Yeah.
What's your favourite instrument?
Ooh, look, probably the banjo, but I like the fact that I like playing different things, so that I like the flexibility of being able to, if I get sick of one instrument, I can pick up something else up. So I wouldn't like to only have one instrument. I like, I don't know, jack of all trades, master of none.
Sure.
Yeah, but it's fun that way, so stuff it.
Oh, definitely. Do you have a bit of a banjo hero?
A banjo hero?
A banjo hero.
Not really anyone in particular. Yeah, I mean, no, I don't have anyone in particular. I just like all banjo playing. I really like Gillian Welsh's songs that she plays the banjo on.
Sure.
But then when I saw her live, I discovered Dave Rawlings plays the banjo.
Oh,
I'm not sure if that was just live or if that's him on all the recordings. I was like slightly disappointed. But that's okay because Dave Rawlings is awesome too. So whatever. But yeah, I like the banjo playing on those tracks. It's really mellow and yeah.
I had a little stint myself with the banjo.
Yeah.
I'm not a banjo player. I'm a guitar player.
Yeah.
But 2017...
Yeah.
The Maggies needed a banjo player.
Yeah.
So, of course, I took the cheating route, a 6-string guitar tuning banjo.
The banjo.
And in that period of time, other than obviously being surrounded by a lot of other folk bands at various festivals and gigs that we played, etc., including yours, the old Strags. It was, that kind of was what awoke me to the world of banjo playing.
Yeah.
I particularly like Steve Martin.
Oh, yeah, he's good, isn't he? Yeah.
And I had my whole life, I'd only ever known him as a comedy head.
Yeah.
And he's a ripping comic. I mean, people might think of his stuff as a bit dated now, but he's exceptionally sharp.
Yeah.
Very funny guy. And then I saw what's it called? Foggy Mountain Breakdown.
Yeah.
Buster Scruggs.
Yeah, he kills it.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely shreds it. And you know what? I feel like this is from him, almost like a respectful move in that he doesn't go far outside of what Scruggs himself does. And he kind of sticks to, this is the tune, I'm going to shred this tune. It doesn't need me to mess around with it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to play this thing as it is.
Yeah.
And even so, it's his is probably my favourite segment of all of those players. And there's some great little solos there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he definitely kills it, Scruggs style.
And this took me some time to realise. But Steve Martin is not in the same room as them when they're recording.
Pardon? Yeah.
He's not in the same room.
Ah.
And it was just, it's just a clever trick of camera. Yeah. And they've set the room up to look like exactly the same. But when
it's like what we're doing right now. Ha, joking.
That's right. We're on opposite sides of the city, zooming out.
Nah. Anyway.
Oh, the recorder we're using is called a Zoom, actually. How about that? Yes. So obviously you've got the solo project going at the moment, and obviously the Maggies are still relevant. 2022.
Mm-hmm.
What's coming up for you guys?
Well, the Dead Maggies and myself with Hannah Morell on violin and Hamish Stevenson on double bass are all playing at Cygnet Folk Festival.
Hamish Stevenson.
Yeah.
Yes. Familiar face.
So that'll be really fun. It's the first time the Dead Maggies have ever played at the Cygnet Folk Festival.
It is.
After all these years. So that's funny and great.
It is. There's how many years did we apply? And then
many.
It never came through. But...
and it's my first time as a solo act. Well, I've got amazing performers coming to play with me, but playing my solo material.
Yep.
So that's exciting too. So yeah.
Still with playing that with Hannah and Zach?
Hamish.
Oh, Hamish, of course. Yeah, you mentioned Hamish.
Yeah. Yeah, so that'll be cool. What else we got? I've got album launch coming up. at the Hobart Brewing Company, and
So what's that date?
Sunday the 9th of Jan.
Sure.
Yep. In the afternoon, so family-friendly time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm trying to get all the members of the band to do a little solo set at the start.
Sure.
So it's a bit of a variety show, and then we all play together at the end.
All the members of the Maggies?
Of my band.
Of your band,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, not the Maggies. Yeah. And
Doesn't that mean that we'll have a bass solo?
Yeah, well, Hamish is keen. Yeah.
I mean, Hamish is a wizard. Don't get me wrong.
He can rip out a solo.
There's
on that
nothing.
double
There's
bass.
nothing wrong with
Yeah.
Hamish's bass solos. I've seen Jazz, pulling his a bass solo, because I mean, Jazz, you've kind of got like a lot of latitude in terms of, the scale you're using and how much you can use fairly dissonant notes. Folk is a bit more sort of straight down the line. I mean, I'm sure it'll be fantastic.
He goes, he moves up and down I suppose you don't call it a fretboard. What do you call it on a double bass? There's no frets. A fretless board, fingerboard. Yeah.
Yeah. Soundboard, string board.
Yeah, anyway, he's up and down that thing still crazy, even with the folk music, the country music. So it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, no, there definitely is a country influence in your solo stuff.
Yeah.
So what sort of country stuff do you listen to?
Well, like I said earlier, Gillian Welsh is a huge influence. And I sort of tend to listen more, well, not necessarily. I listen to lots of traditional country like Dolly Parton and Hank Williams and Patsy Cline and all the old favourites. But I particularly like listening to Williams, Emmylou Harris. And, there's lots of Australian sort of alt country acts that I really like. Liz Stringer's a favourite of mine as well. So it's tends more towards the old country Americana sound that I generally like. Or
as opposed to the modern pop country type of
sound.
Yeah,
I'm not into that.
Is there, I mean, surely someone is. I don't know. I don't know one. Actually, no, I lie. I think my dad likes that stuff.
Yeah, people do. It's cool, Good on you. Good on you.
Good on you, Dad.
Different strokes for different folks, yeah. But I really also have started listening more and more to Appalachian style folk music, American folk music. So that's where the clawhammer style banjo comes from.
Yep.
Well, actually, it comes from way before that. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. But this duo from Canada came down and played in Tassie. Mama's Broke, and their banjo playing and fiddle playing, and it's next level. It's worth checking them out.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's that clawhammer type technique reminds me a little of it's almost an inverted version. You heard of boom chick style?
Yeah.
It's like Chet Atkins.
Yeah.
So this is where you've got basically a continuous bass running through, and then you play the melody.
Yeah.
Or you're comping chords with your other fingers.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's funny because I learnt a bit of that style of finger picking on the guitar before I picked up the banjo.
Yep.
And that was really helpful. But then, so when I first started playing banjo, I just finger picked. But then I discovered clawhammer and I was like, completely changed. But yeah, it's funny. It is that boom chicka, but it's kind of back to front.
Well, because we've got the banjo, of course, your drone note is generally at the top end of the scale.
Yeah.
Whereas the boom chick is obviously the bass.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe if you're playing boom chick with Nashville tuning, it'll sound like clawhammer.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh yeah, Nashville tuning. You put the
so your EAD are high.
Oh yeah.
And it kind of makes a guitar sound a bit like a uke, a little bit. Obviously, you got 6 strings there rather than
should have done that on your banjo.
that it would have been a smart move, frankly.
Yeah. I suppose the reason you play a banjo is so you don't have to tune to a different tuning.
Well, I mean, it's still technically the same tuning, as in all of these shapes will stay the same.
As a guitar.
Yes. Oh, I mean, if you go the Nashville route.
Oh, yeah. True.
Because it's still EAD.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a completely different kind of sound.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yes. So Pangea.
Yeah.
Yes, tell us about that.
Playing at that with Yothu Yindi.
Yothu Yindi, right?
It's just blowing my mind. And heaps of amazing acts. Like, yeah, when's that? That's February.
Yeah, I would. Is it the 21st and 22nd? I don't want to get the date wrong,
well, but yeah.
it's in
February, guys. Look it up.
It's spelled like it sounds.
Yep.
It's not a strange word. It's the word that means a single continent, Pangea.
Yep.
I've actually I'm like a science nerd, so I actually love plate tectonics and studying geological history, and Pangea, the single mass.
Yeah.
Really quite an interesting. If you have a look at roughly, I mean, technically we're only guessing to a certain point, but there's pretty good evidence that shows which continents moved where, how they moved.
Yeah, well, they sort of fit together like a bit of a puzzle.
A jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah.
And
cool.
and also the rest of the ocean. It's like if somebody comes and drives into your front yard, does a donut and drives off, the tyre marks are still there.
Yeah.
You can see someone's come into your yard.
Yeah.
Right. So the ocean beds
Yeah.
give us a bit of a clue as to how the land masses have moved.
Yeah.
Not to suggest that they slide along the bottom of the ocean.
Someone just came and did heaps of wheelies.
Yeah, but so if you take that mass and you can kind of draw in where all the modern land masses are.
Yeah.
And for example, India went on rather a remarkable journey.
Yeah.
It pretty much started out at the bottom and moved faster than pretty much every other landmass and ended up colliding with Laurasia at the time it was called, because Pangea, when it basically split off into two, became Gondwana land and Laurasia.
Yeah.
And yes, India's gone all the way up, collided with Laurasia and formed the Himalayas.
Yes. Cool.
I know not everyone's interested in that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, so Gondwana land, that was after Pangea?
Pangea is the single mass.
Yeah.
And then the first break, it's broken off into kind of two major masses.
Yeah.
There are other small land pockets as well.
Yeah.
But Gondwana land, this will comprise, Australia and Antarctica and South America and Africa. Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
What will happen next? That's the question.
Well, they're still moving. And the world is going to...
Will we live to see it?
That's...
The human race.
That's a more interesting question.
This is going down a very different road now.
Oh, that's absolutely fine. The conversation changes depending on the guest.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean we've only been around humanity in our current form for maybe 200,000 years.
Yeah.
And only in the last sort of 200-300 years have we think about the industrial age.
I know. We think we're so significant and important, don't we? But really we're just a blip.
That's it. And our technology has changed a lot, but we have changed very little in that time.
Yeah.
And I mean, modern day people like to think about people in the past as somewhat primitive or like that they were stupid or something like that. No, they are exactly like us to 0.001% difference,
They were definitely stuffing shit up a lot less.
Well, that's it. But yeah, I mean, we are them,
Yeah.
We are them.
Anyways.
Right. So, I mean, you've recorded your album. You're doing your album launch.
Yep.
You've obviously got a bunch of gigs next. What's your next gig? What should we go and watch?
Well, I'm saving myself for the launches now. Well, I am doing a sneaky little gig at Taste in the Willie Smith's tent on the 28th of December. It's my birthday that day.
Wow.
So if you come, you have to just don't give me a high five because of COVID. I don't know. Just say happy birthday.
Cash money.
Bring me a cake. I love cake. And then...
What time is that? 28th of December?
in the afternoon.
In the afternoon.
Yeah, it'll be all on my Facebook and everything. And then the album launch sort of little mini tour starts on the 8th of January down at Bruny Island at the Lonawanna store. And then the 9th at Hobart Brewing Company. And then we're at Cygnet Folk Festival the weekend after. And then the weekend after that, I'm playing with Albie and the Wolves and Like Alaska from New Zealand, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
That's down at Copping Hall. So anyone down...
Copping?
Yeah.
That's out in the sticks.
Out east, come to that one.
Lovely place.
Yeah, beautiful. And what else? Oh, and I'm supporting, funny that we were talking about our non-love for commercial music, but I'm supporting Lee Kernaghan.
Of course, Lee Kernaghan. You told me about that.
Which I'm quite excited about.
I mean, that's gonna be a massive crowd.
Yeah.
Where's the venue?
It's at Home Hill Winery.
Oh, so you'll be playing to like maybe 3,000 or 4,000 people.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, to whatever the limit, the COVID restriction is, that place will be packed.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a bit of a laugh, like playing with him, I think. I'm not playing in his band, but I'm supporting him.
Yeah.
With my full band. So it'll be,
No, but this is...
Couldn't say no to that.
This is great because, I mean, obviously he's on a tour.
Yeah.
So most of the people who are seeing him down there are going to be Tasmanians.
Yeah.
So you're going to expose potentially thousands of Tasmanians to your music. That's fantastic.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty pumped. Nervous. But no, it'll be good.
Break a leg.
Yeah.
Like preferably his.
No. Apparently he's a cool guy.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah.
Like I nothing against him. Nothing against him. But my dad loves him, so I know he's bad news.
My mates in Sydney have a band called Sydney City Trash. They're really fun.
I'm familiar with them.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they give a lot of shit to him. But apparently they all get along well, so it's okay. But I was tempted to wear a Sydney City Trash shirt to the
Why
show.
not? Why not? They would love it.
I don't know. It could go bad. See what happens.
Look, that's probably enough ripping on Lee. Anyway, we've run out of time.
Yeah.
But thank you very much for coming on board and speaking with us this afternoon.
Thanks for having me.
A great performance, and look forward to seeing you at the brewing company.
Cool. Cheers. Thanks a lot.